want to know the nitty-gritty details on muscle growth? Are you one of those guys that just want to know how things work? Because in the bodybuilding game, the day-to-day process of eating the same foods and training can become very slow and monotonous. But the truth of the matter is there's a hell of a lot of complexities, and the devil is definitely in the details. So today I want to break it down for you why these things work and how you can implement these into your training program for faster gains. Now, anabolic versus catabolic. You hear a lot of bodybuilders say, oh, I'm anabolic when I'm sleeping, I'm catabolic when I wake up. I'm anabolic when I'm eating, I'm catabolic when I'm fasting. And these generalities are true, but these are only half-truths. There's more to the story. So what does anabolic mean? Anabolic means at the end of the day it's a body process of building something new. So ideally this is lean, hard muscle tissue, but it could also mean body fat. And in contrast here we have catabolic, which means breaking something down or degradation. So we do not want to be catabolic in our muscle growth, but we do want to be catabolic when it comes into tapping into body fat stores. So we don't want to avoid this catabolic process altogether. We want to do things like early morning cardio, low carb dieting, intermittent fasting. These are the perfect examples of how you can be catabolic to get leaner. Now for being anabolic, we can increase our carbohydrates in our post-workout window to become more anabolic and build muscle mass. But we could also just eat junk food and fast food and eat crap all day, and we would technically be anabolic. The only thing growing is our body fat percentage in our gut. So enough about that. Let's talk about other controversies in the bodybuilding community. You have your high carb versus low carb dieting. This is an age-old bodybuilding debate. It's been happening for 20 years or so, and it's probably not going to stop anytime soon. So there is no one right answer. We can't issue a blanket statement of how many carbs you should eat. But just know that whenever you're eating carbs, basically if you're trying to get lean, it's making it more difficult. Carbohydrates are going to spike your insulin. Aside from fibrous green vegetables, any starch is going to spike your insulin and make it more difficult to lose body fat. So if you want to build muscle, then you can increase your carbohydrates, but do it strategically. Say maybe you're just doing carbs post-workout on a very low carb diet. Then you're going to add carbs into the pre-workout meal. Then you can add carbs into the intra-workout training session and add carbs in the meal after your post-workout. So strategically increase carbohydrate intake to build muscle mass accordingly. Now let's talk about high reps versus low reps, heavyweight versus lightweight. Another age-old debate. You know, some guys say it's all show and no go, or you don't have to be that strong. And the truth of the matter is, heavyweight is the best way to build muscle mass, get stronger, and not only that, the heavy-ass weight is going to boost your natural testosterone levels through the roof. But it doesn't mean ignore the heavy light weights altogether. Sorry guys, don't ignore the light weights, because what the light weights are going to do is allow you to boost things like growth hormone, boost your cardio, and overall fat burning properties. So there's benefits to both. So what I'd recommend doing is hitting the heavy weights first, and then doing your auxiliary and accessory movements to kind of complete the physique, round out the physique, and get leaner. Now, last but not least, let's talk about supplements here. You know, there's that marketing scams all over the internet, so many shady companies out there. So trust a company like Bcaas, a tried and true, scientifically backed supplement company, and take the right supplements. Don't waste your money on all kinds of crazy stuff. Get isolate whey protein, get the good stuff, a fast digesting quality protein that's perfect, you know, any time of day, specifically post-workout. Creatine now, just get regular creatine monohydrate, old school, tried and true. Every test since the 1950s has shown this to be beneficial to build muscle mass. BCAAs, so get the leucine in there, leucine, isoleucine, and valine. It's going to increase protein synthesis and make your body just that much more anabolic whenever you're adding this into your diet program. You know, fish oils, multivitamin. So don't waste your money on the overpriced crap. Get the old school, tried and true basics, and those are the keys to muscle growth.